eBay is something that I've seen is that a lot of people ignore. They think it's too small or not that much. 32 million active users on eBay. You have the listing content on Amazon. All you have to do is to copy over that listing content to eBay. So you have to link eBay and Amazon. It will be automatically, all the orders comes in, it will be automatically transferred to MCF, multi-channel fulfillment, and Amazon will fulfill it. You have a listing over there on Amazon, and you might get a lot of returns as well. You might not get the full value. So what you can do in that case, you can recall it and you can sell those items on eBay as well. You are getting additional money. Otherwise on Amazon, they might say, okay, we can't sell it back on eBay. And for those kind of items, eBay does really good.
Hello and welcome to Seller Assistant Talks. I'm Oleg Kuzmenkov, the founder of Seller Assistant, our tool designed for searching and analyzing products for online arbitrage and wholesale on Amazon. We help thousands of sellers to run and scale their business on Amazon. In this podcast, we share tips, strategies, and expert insights to help you succeed as an Amazon seller. Today, we're going to speak about how Amazon sellers can get extra income from eBay. If you find this topic interesting, hit the like button right now and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. I'm happy to introduce our special guest today. His name is Sebastian Joseph. Sebastian is an Amazon expert and e-commerce strategist. He's an Amazon marketplace expert with deep experience helping brands scale sales, optimize listings, and navigate the Amazon. Sebastian, how are you doing today?
All good, Oleg. Thanks a lot for the invite, and happy to speak on this podcast and share the knowledge.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here with you. I thank you for joining me today. And could you please share a little bit your story to make our viewers understand what's your experience and how you help Amazon sellers?
Yeah, sure. So let me give you some background to start with. That means I started selling back in 2009. So at that time in 2009, Amazon was not that big, but eBay was. So I was selling on eBay. And as the year passed in 2013, I will say roughly around that time, we were selling on both platforms, actually, eBay and Amazon. They become equal. At the starting, it was eBay, like majority of them. And then year passed, Amazon overtook, the revenue share from eBay. But that was the starting, and I exited that business back in 2017. And then I started, I just sat there for 1 year doing nothing. And then I started a marketing agency, Amazon marketing agency, where I help sellers who are mainly based in the UK with advising them how to save money and what are the options within Amazon, and how to expand to Europe as well. So that's kind of, in a nutshell, my previous history.
We're going to speak about eBay, but why eBay, not Walmart?
Yeah, that's a good question. So Walmart, you have to sell on Walmart as well. But eBay is something that I've seen is that a lot of people ignore. They think it's too small or, not that much. So why it's important? That's a question that we need to, ask those sellers. The main reason is that they have I think 132 million active users on eBay. Those are kind of extra. Let's assume that you get 10%. You have the listing content on Amazon, for example. All you have to do is to copy over that listing content to eBay. And it's quite easy. There is no restriction, categorized, not as much as Amazon. So it's easy to list. The fees are kind of a little bit cheaper than compared to Amazon. Let's assume that you get an extra 10% sales every month, compared to Amazon. At the end of the year, that's really adds up. And those 10% sales, you can get it without any advertisement. And if you want to push a little bit further, you can do advertisement as well to get it well. But there are a lot of, it's not as easy as it thinks, but you need more planning. There are certain categories that works well, certain categories that doesn't work well. So it's based on a lot of factors. But highly recommend that all the sellers have an account on eBay and have their listings set up as well. So we can go into deep later on as we go, but yeah, this is kind of a nutshell to start.
You told me before we start recording that this advice is suitable for brands, but now you said like all sellers. So can you clarify who exactly needs to sell on Amazon? Like, is it suitable for brands only, private label sellers, or even resellers?
When we sell on Amazon under one UPC, and you have to fight, if you want to list it, you need to list under that one UPC. So there will be multiple listing. eBay works differently. eBay, you can have your own page. Nobody's going to list on that page. That's your own page, okay, regardless of UPC or SKU. So that will be your listing. So you are kind of protected. Nobody's going to sell under you, okay? And to answer your question, resellers, it's better not towards resellers, it's mainly towards brand owners. Okay, it's for various reasons, to protect their brand. Okay, and to stop fake people selling fake items, and this will devalue your brand as well. And so there are a lot of reasons that you have to sell it on eBay, and it's mainly geared towards the brand owners, not resellers though.
If I own a brand or my private label, it's like, this is advice from me, right?
Right.
But how technically it works? Like, do we store our stock at Amazon, or do we need like our own fulfillment? What are the fees and costs, or on each decision?
As always, there are a lot of factors involved, but let's take an example. So let's say you have a brand and you're selling vitamin, or let's say garlic press. Okay, you have stock on Amazon FBA, and you have a listing on Amazon which have A+ content. You have the creative stack, you have the SEO, everything is ready. So all you have to do is copy over everything, and you can copy the A+ content as well directly to eBay, and you can list it. Okay, and the cost to list item, if you have a store for 100 listing, it's free. If you have a store. So for the store, it's like $25 in that range per month. So that's your expense. So you can have 100 listing free listed every month with that expense. And that's a very good investment, I will say. And what you have to do, once the order comes in, you can use the Amazon's FBA stock to fulfill. So Amazon will send it. So you have to link eBay and Amazon. And it will be automatically, all the orders comes in, it will be automatically transferred to Amazon, to MCF, multi-channel fulfillment, and Amazon will fulfill it. And at the starting, Amazon tend to include, their Amazon branding with the Amazon logo and everything. Now it's changed. You can select to have a plain box. That means the end buyer will never know it came from Amazon or it came from a warehouse. So that's an easy way. But if you have your own logistic system in place, and if you have a warehouse, then you can just obviously dispatch it from there as well.
And do we need to use a software for that, or is like work from out of the box?
It's quite easy to set up the full thing. The integration is there within Amazon, and to list it, let's say if you have 100 listings, so you're not doing anything SEO or anything because you already done that on Amazon. The only thing is that the item specifics is slightly different, but the bullet points you can copy over, the title you can copy over, the A+ you can copy over, and you can put some shipping settings and stuff like that. That's kind of return settings that you have to create some templates for all your listing. Apart from that, the investment that in terms of time, it's quite low, I will say.
If I get the order on eBay, how to make Amazon fulfillment automatically? Is there any integrations?
Yes. So integration is there with if you go, if the your viewers are viewing it, they can go into Amazon MCF. They have a lot of API integrations with Shopify, for example, for eBay, for example. So they can just link it directly. So all the orders will come there. You can also upload CSV files, if you don't want to link it for some reason. The option is there to do it by CSV upload, and you can also do manual. You can just type in the address if you want that, but all the options are there.
You told me that it's like 10% of all sales can come from eBay, right?
Yeah, roughly that's kind of an example. Let's take if you get 10%, but in certain categories, so let's say electronics and everything, it works well. So let's say you are selling radios, okay, DAB radios, and you have a listing over there on Amazon, and you might get a lot of returns as well, right? Amazon resell is there, but you might not get the full value. So what you can do in that case, you can recall it, and you can sell those items on eBay as well. You are getting additional money. Otherwise, on Amazon, they might say, okay, we can't sell it. You might either send back to you, or they have to destroy it, or send it to a charity. So in that case, you can bring back and check it if it's good, or if it's repaired, repair it, and then sell it back on eBay. And for those kind of items, eBay is really good. Refurbished items and collectibles and stuff like that, eBay does really good. But for cosmetics and stuff like that, people don't trust that much eBay. So for different categories, it's different play.
So we can use eBay as a utilization channel if we need to remove our inventory or destroy it. We can sell it with a big discount, and it's going to work really well, right?
Exactly. So, having a new listing with a new condition on eBay plus refurbished, and a lot of big brands do that already. So they have a presence on eBay, and the problem if you don't sell it on eBay, there are resellers, a lot of resellers, right? So what they do, they go and check on Amazon, and then if there is nobody selling on eBay, they will list the same item, and they will put the price up, okay, mark up the price. And what happens is that if that buyer sees it, when it's delivered, for some reason, maybe there's a label or invoice, and they can say, okay, it came from Amazon, right? In that case, they will say, okay, let me check the price on Amazon. So they will say, okay, it's 20% cheaper. Then they will say, okay, I will buy it from Amazon. I'm going to return this one. If they returned the item, the reseller, they will say, okay, I'm going to return it back to the seller. They will not touch the product. They are saying, okay, they will open a return on the Amazon account, and they will forward that return label to the eBay buyer. So the return will go directly to the seller. So again, it will impact the return rates, and it will destroy your ranking if you have unusually high returns. So you have to look into like a 360. So you have to sell it because of all these reasons.
It's really, really valuable insight. I never thought about this from this point of view. We list on eBay to protect our brand, to make the same offer as we sell on Amazon, to make sales by ourselves on eBay instead of giving this opportunity to the dropshippers who sell with a higher price, which is increase your return rates.
Yeah.
Nice. I never ever thought about that.
Yeah, there are a lot of it's against Amazon's and eBay's policy to do that kind of stuff. Okay, but people still try. People who are like college students, for example, or people who are starting up selling. I'm not naming anything, but people start learning from that basically how to sell, because it's quite easy. The investment is really low, so that's how people learn. But again, that can be damaging for brands who are established on Amazon, for example.
So what is the cost of selling on eBay? You told me $25 to create a seller store, right? But is there any extra cost for advertising or fees?
For example, for a basic store, there are 3 levels of store, okay, depending on how many listings you have. So for example, if you have 100 listing, you can stick with the basic one. Okay, that will give you some additional options as well, like to having a storefront, same like on Amazon's brand storefront, right? So you can have a storefront with different categories. So that's one option, and with basic you will get it, and you will get a lot of marketing tools as well with that $25 package basic. And there is a standard one and there's a pro one. So depending on your requirement and the number of listings, you have to work out the cost. So if you don't have a store, for each listing you have to pay eBay as a listing fee. So it's better, for example, if you have like 100 or 1,000 listing, it's better to go with the standard package, because the amount of free listing that comes with those package, will pay for itself. So that's the store cost. And in terms of fees, there's always a fees, same like, Amazon. So there is a final value fees on eBay. So a percentage, depending on the category, you have to pay fees. And for each category, there are slightly different fees. And I think it's always cheaper than what Amazon we have to pay. So that's one cost, the final value fees. And the last cost is that if you want to do advertising, then they have two systems basically. On Amazon, it's pay per click. Doesn't matter if you sell or not, right? On eBay, they have a system, pay per click. That option as well. And there is another sponsored option where you only pay if you sell an item through sponsored. So that's kind of a more safe way, right? So you don't have to pay anything until you sell through advertising a certain percent. So you can bid on percentage. So those are the main things that you have to look into in terms of fees on eBay.
What about profit margins if we use Amazon multi-channel fulfillment, but sell on eBay? So let's say we have an item which costs $40 and it's listed on Amazon for $40. Amazon charges 15% referral fee and also charges like FBM fulfillment fees, which is like, for example, $6. What is the cost of selling on eBay in this case?
Yeah, so the cost, as I mentioned, the final value fees are there, and there is some cost to build the shop, 25, that you can spread it around. Let's say you get $100, so that will break down to 25 cents per order. Final value fee, let's say 10% on average. That will be, so if it's 40, that's £4, then 25. Then there's a payment fees, processing fees, again, that varies. That will be very less. Okay. So those are the fees, and plus the fulfillment fees from Amazon. And Amazon's fulfillment is quite cheap compared to if you want to, pick and pack and stuff like that.
Is it higher than FBA fees, right? So if I sell on FBA, I pay like $6. If I use like multi-channel fulfillment, what are the fees?
It's the same. It's the same. Instead, if you have the same item, whatever you pay for, order for Amazon, directly from Amazon. So if it's the same item, the order comes from eBay, the pick and pack is the same, the dispatch cost is the same, because it's the same stock that Amazon is using it.
Got it. So it looks like you just open a new channel and try to catch some sales from it as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So the stock is everything is there in terms of listing is there, the stock is there. Amazon have given you the option to have all these connections. For Shopee, for example, you can have the buy with Prime button as well, so the buyers can see it. Okay, look, they know buy with Prime, it will come next day, right? So Amazon have opened up in that case because they want to be established on the fulfillment side, and they have the infrastructure. They have the well advanced warehouses. Means I've been there once, and it's amazing how many robots. They have more robots than human working, and the area that robot works, humans are not allowed to go inside. It's crazy how it's like big puzzle how they manage to move around, but it's crazy. Yeah. So they have the infrastructure. They are maximizing it at the moment.
What do you notice, from your perspective, what's happening in this field right now?
Yeah, in terms of eBay, you mean eBay? It's on decline, to be honest. They were kind of bigger than Amazon before, but year on year, they are not innovating enough. That's my point of view. They are not innovating enough. But Amazon on their side, they are doing a lot of stuff. They are trying everything. Some fails, some picks up, right? But eBay is not doing so. In that case, they are just declining. People are tend to go to Amazon because it's like 100% sure they will get it on next day. Not 100%, majority of the time they will get it on next day with Prime. So for those reasons, people are not buying from eBay. And I think over the years, it's going to decline and decline and decline. Even though, as I mentioned, it's good to have your listing presence over there. There's still a small market. There are still people who just buys from eBay. So that audience is still there for you. So you can't find that on Amazon. So no matter how much you advertise, that audience, you don't have any reach. So you have to sell and list on eBay.
How our viewers can reach you if they have any questions?
My LinkedIn, if you just search Sebastian Joseph, that will come up. And I do post a lot on LinkedIn about Amazon and about eBay. And I can provide you a link also to, if someone want to book a call with me, a 15-minute free discovery call on any of the options, I can provide that link as well.
Okay, guys, all the links are in the description, so find them and click, and you can text Sebastian. Thank you so much, Seb, for joining us today, and sharing your insights. It was a pleasure to discuss this topic with you.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's been fantastic. And, I want to talk something different because we have a lot of podcasts and everything on eBay. So plenty of, but this topic is not there. So that's why I want to talk about a different angles. So in terms of ROI, it's always good for sellers. And appreciate your time, Oleg, and looking forward for the episode.
Thank you so much, everyone who joined us today. I hope you find this episode valuable. Stay tuned for more episodes where you bring in more experts and share more tips to help you succeed on Amazon. If you found this interesting, hit the like button right now, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. We always answer all the comments. By the way, don't forget to check out sellerassistant.app website for tools and resources to boost your Amazon business. See you in next video. Bye.
Thank you all.